All right. Hey, I am live. ね、まあ、my apologies beforehand. あの、I have a doo-doo brain. うんうん。I definitely have a doo-doo brain. Hiro, my son, didn't go to bed. Didn't go to bed. It was very late. He was up until like almost 2 a.m. That's crazy. So yeah, I had to stay up late, and here I am, doo-doo brain. ね、part of the parent life. Because we went to shopping. We went shopping yesterday, and to get Hiro's birthday present because Hiro's birthday is coming up, right? And the thing is, shopping makes us really tired, but Hiro is in the stroller whole time, right? So he was actually not much tired yesterday. So he stayed up late, so late. Yeah. The not so cool thing about, weekends in Tokyo shopping mall. Well, it was actually in Chiba, but, Tokyo area shopping mall. It's so busy, and there aren't so many places for kids to just, run around and play. So we couldn't let Hiro play so much while we were doing shopping. Yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Anthony, Frank, Stick, hello, hello. Keep it normal today. Keep it normal. Okay, appreciate it. Seymour, thanks for the super chat. Say hi to the family. Thank you. Eon. Not Eon. Lalaport. Lalaport ね。It's a very like a famous shopping mall in like Chiba area, I would say. It's a big shopping mall. But what's happening in Tokyo area? Not just Tokyo area, but Japan かな? There is a big real estate company. They are trying to make so much money out of events, right? まあ、concert venue とかね。They are building so many concert venue, right? That means there is a new concert venue just opened in the Lalaport area, the shopping mall I went yesterday. So there are big events on weekends, right? And what happens when so many people come at once? The shopping mall become so much even more busy, even more busier, right? So it was quite unpleasant because when those event happens. That's usually like, 推し活, right? The, I talked about 推し活 in the last video, but あの、simping, fangirling activity. So there is this idols and some kind of public figure doing concerts or events at the venue. So many. Yesterday it was a girls, so many girls simping. They're for simping, right? なんか it was weird. So many girls wearing some kind of same outfit, having the items for the event, and most of the time they are taking so many seats at cafes at the shopping mall because they are just waiting for the event event time, and they already finished their food, and so many people are waiting for the vacancy of the seats, but those fangirling people, they are just sitting there not eating anything, and it was so, yeah, not they didn't have money. So yeah, なんかね, because of the event venue, the surrounding kind of changed a little bit, not just a little bit but a lot, so that was sad. And sorry. And because this oshikatsu thing, fangirling thing, simping activity, is becoming huge. It's a huge industry in Japan. That's why the big real estate company started to have more event venues so they can make money out of those people, right? So watch out when you come to Japan, or especially on weekends when this event happened. It's gonna be mess. All the hotels are booked. All the surrounding area is occupied with those people. So by the way, thanks Seymour. Took time to write your name down. Thank you. John, hello. I had a shit sleep too. Couldn't get comfy. Oh, that happens. Aaron. James, hello. Yesterday, our godfather came into our house and we enjoyed the morning snacks and lunch together at the home. Is that the Christian thing you are talking about? I hate shopping malls, Frank. I normally like it. Usually like the experience, right? You can do online shopping, but you can't experience as whole. And that's what I'm kind of sad about shopping malls in the US, right? Shopping malls are dying in the US because people just buy from on the internet. They don't try them on, they don't, see the actual item, and they just buy from online. So as I used to love going to American shopping mall, it's kind of sad there are less shopping malls, and even if I go to the shopping mall, there aren't so many items. They are not really putting so much effort to sell things anymore because, right? Um, yeah, it's kind of sad. The shopping mall experience became really shitty over there. Mm. おいしいカツおいしいカツね、聞こえるね。I see Brad Pitt is in Tokyo right now. I gotta catch him. I gotta catch him. He's so cool, man. Brad Pitt. なんで Why is he in Tokyo? Some kind of movie promotion? Hey, Daryl. Joseph, hi. How's your weekend right now? I think I've just talked about it. Joseph, I'm moving to Asia in August. Asia, okay? I'll be in Cambodia for a few months, then I will make my way to Japan. Hey, moving to Asia. Also, like, but you haven't decided where to settle down to move to yet? Hmm? Are you gonna be a backpacker or something? 足元にご注意ください。Why? Please watch your step. Why is Japan heterosexual relationship damaged? 何 What's heterosexual sexual relationship? What's that? So you don't like girl simps. Girl simps, boy simps, doesn't matter. I don't like people who don't have certain mannerism, right? Because when we went to the shopping mall, right, and we after we got Hero's present, we wanted to have a coffee and take a rest a little bit, and then cafes are all super lined up because of people at the shopping mall and people from the event, right? There were so many long lines on each cafe. And then at the end of the day, we found that Krispy Kreme, the donut shop, right? Krispy Kreme, they didn't make line. That line was very short. So we thought, going there. And then there weren't any seats available at that point. So we kind of, wait. And Justin got donut and coffee while doing that. But nobody moved, right? Nobody. And like 80% of the customers there, they already finished drinking and eating their donuts, but they're just chatting and, just chilling there. And I saw that so many of those, girls, it was mostly girls, 90% girls. They were like talking about their like favorite character or favorite person from the event, and having so many like Japan has this custom when it comes to oshikatsu, the fangirling thing. They have uchiwa. Nani? The fan. Fan. And then they customize their fan, like writing the message or put their favorite characters, person's face on the fan. They design their own uchiwa, the fan. So they were like showing their fans to each other, and But there are so many families and other like users at the shopping mall. They are coming in, but they didn't even care and didn't move seats. Yeah, it was really unpleasant. I hope the shop staff, Krispy Kreme donuts shop staff, did something about it, but they didn't do anything. So they just kept chatting without eating donuts. Um, yeah, it was kind of unpleasant. But yeah, the oshikatsu thing is very becoming toxic lately. Very toxic. なんか those boys and girls, young boys and girls doing nothing, like they don't even try to create like a real human relationship, and then just spend so much money, effort, time to simp to people that doesn't even exist, right? I think it's a problem. But I can't say this out loud because there are so many friends of mine who are into these oshikatsu things, Johnnies, idols, and anime characters. I can't really say it loud, but yeah, I think it's problematic. Kobe Jr. Hey, なんかバスケボールプレイヤーだね。Hey, a proper boy.
Boy?
Proper boy.
Proper. He's a proper lad.
Hi, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're cherry. Yeah. What? Gaga? A gaga. You found gaga.
Careful, he's gonna hit your screen.
Oh no. Hey. Burka? What word did he learn lately? Oh, hikoki? Can you say hikoki? ダメだ。
こっち
あ、ヒロくん、どっち？パパどっち？パパどこ？こっち？こっち？ダメだ。ここ？ガガ言ってるね。He's super
どっち
super locked on. はい。That's your
どっ
gaga.
ちこっち
こっち？こっち？ねえ。Where are Mama's viewers? こっち？こっち？Yeah. こっちはthis way, that way かな。This way, that way. Can mean both. Yeah, こっち。Whenever he wants to go somewhere, he goes like こっち、こっちって。Gaga, you already have many gagas. 口。
You learned that one recently.
確かに。
パキ
あ、モンキー見つけた？モンキー？ Yeah, I got the monkey here. Yeah, can you say monkey? Monkey? What's this?
Packy.
Is there a puppy up there? ダコもうダコ Okay, ダコだって
Alright.
Alright, going to the park. Bye, chat.
Bye. Yeah, he says Bucky.
You say bye-bye?
Bye bye. Yeah. Yeah. He calls monkey Bucky for some reason. Yeah. Bucky. Monkey, Bucky. I guess. Okay, Frank, thank you for the super chat. Frank. Thank you. The malls are trash compared to Eastern countries and Southeast Asia. I guess so. I used to like it. Shopping malls in the US. It was so much fun to explore. It's so big and, so many, like, なんだろう brands. Amazon delivery vehicles are everywhere. Yeah, I bet. Jerry Jack. What is the shortest man you have dated? What is the shortest man? What is the shortest man you've dated? なんか、I don't know. I have a bad vibe from here, so I'd rather not to. I don't mind answering, but I'd rather not to. Amazon is addiction. It's like Christmas every other day. So they keep showing items that you are interested in. Is Brad Pitt on the Shinkansen like that bad movie? Bad movie? On the Shinkansen like in that bad movie? Bad movie? I do all my grocery shopping online already, especially since surgery. まあね、そうだね。なんか、when you are injury, when you have disability or like, you can't move so much, then that's definitely an option. I don't know, but I do some. I use some service, yeah, but not all the grocery. Only things that are very heavy, like rice, milk. Yeah, those like heavy shit. I just order online, but everything else. Cambodia is awesome. Sounds like it. I haven't been there, but do you like train otakus? Train otakus. There are train otakus, right? I mean, I think they're harmless, but you see some not like well-mannered train otakus. They are called 撮り鉄 撮り鉄っていうの。鉄道 means trains. 撮る means to take picture, right? So there are train fans who really love taking awesome picture of trains, right? And some of them would do anything to take this awesome, wholesome picture, right? They break into someone's house to get the angle. They go into like restricted area, dangerous area. They sometimes, bother other like passengers, users, So that's just bad. Train otakus in general are very harmless. Male-female relationship is heterosexual. Okay. Like I guess, that's how majority people are. And why is Japan heterosexual relationship damaged? What does that mean? How damaged? I don't get your point of this question. Speaking of Krispy Kreme, I ordered there for the first time. And it was glazy donut? Cool. What is your opinion of the famous anime voice actor Megumi Hayashibara comments about anti-immigration sentiments to Japan? I have no idea who this voice actor is. Is she really famous? Like famous in anime industry or famous in like the whole pop culture? I mean, I definitely know many famous voice actors and actresses, but Megumi Hayashibara. Okay, which character does she do? まずいカツ I mean, I'm sorta into it. Hiro-kun. Greetings, Hiro-kun and Justin. He's simping for the mic. Right. He's grown up now. Time flies. It does, yeah. He's almost 2. He will become 2 in like 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Yeah. He's 2 years old. What the heck? Stop growing so fast. Dates. Thanks for the super chat. I met a girl in Japan. We had fun, but then she flaked on me. Flaked on me. Well, what does that mean? At least I think she did it. I don't really know because we can't understand each other. But then when I what does that mean? A ghosting got flaked on me. Flaked on me. Wow, ghosting. Oh, okay. At least I think she did. I don't really know. まあね。そうそう、ghosting is quite common. Quite common in the universe. And particularly even more common in Japanese dating culture. We don't really confront and say like, try not to hurt, right? So it happens a lot. And the only thing you can do is that, learn from the experience. You got you got dates, at least. You got some experience. So keep moving on. Thank you, Jace. So back in the like I don't know Showa period, the very back in the day, when it comes to women, women turn a man down. Turn down, yeah. It was people said it's polite to say, "Oh, you are too good for me. You are too nice for me. I don't deserve you." That's the very polite and best way to turn a man down. But it's considered like a really nice woman, right? That's how you are supposed to turn a man down. Say no to a man. Oh, you are so nice. I don't deserve you. You are much, you are worth. You can do better than me, みたいな. Right? That was, very traditional, like nice Japanese woman. But I wonder how many men can actually handle this tatemae, right? It's completely tatemae. She doesn't want to date him, but she says, "Oh, you are too nice. You are such a nice man, but I don't deserve you." That's a very mixed sign, and I don't think many men can understand this tatemae and then be like, "Why? You are just enough for me. Like, don't go. Don't please date me. Like, don't feel so bad." Yeah. I think that creates confusion rather than like peaceful ending. Yeah. What is your opinion of the famous anime voice actor? I think I read it. The shopping mall was the internet before the internet. I guess so. It's sad, but then when I flew into LA, I met another girl, and so now I have a girlfriend. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. Squid Game season 3 just came out. Not sure how I feel about it, but worth a watch. Yeah, we are definitely watching. Yeah, we haven't started yet, but maybe tonight if I have enough power. Shadow, welcome back. The Japanese media talks about a recent increase in birth in South Korea. I'm sure they do. I just haven't saw that kind of news at this point. Oh, David, nice eyeglasses. Thank you. もうね、ヌラサギ。She played REI from Evangelion. Okay. あ、レイか、レイね。レイ綾波 Okay, then I guess I know her. めぐみはんしばら voices ランマ早乙女あランマ Okay. ティラミス I don't know that. 志保宮野 to name a few. Here, okay, definitely know Ranma and Rei from Evangelion. And she said like some kind of racist shit. Wow. Yeah. I don't know the detail. But wow. Anti-immigration sentiment tends to happen in countries when the number of migrants increases. まあね。Yeah. そうだね。Yeah, I definitely see more like anti-foreigner kind of posts and comments. The media people talk about lately. So it's increasing anti-foreigner, anti-immigrant. But this thing is this is mainly for towards like Chinese people, or for some reason, like in some region, it's towards Kurdo. I don't know how to pronounce in English, but Kurdo people, and overall Chinese people. Yeah, many people think Chinese people are invading Japan. I think it's partially true. Like, なんかね、they buy so many like properties in Japan. ね、real estate とか、like apartments and yeah, so many Chinese people coming in and buying properties in Japan, right? Especially when Japanese yen is kind of cheaper, more than ever. I think partially true. It's just increasing because of this all the circumstances, right? But I'm not sure how it's devastating. How devastating it is. Is it actually can be seen like all Chinese people are invading and taking so many things from us. I can't judge at this point. But yeah, some people are really against it, right? And on top of that, the drug mafia thing came up lately, right? Like some kind of Chinese mafia using Nagoya, one of Japanese port, Nagoya port, using Nagoya as the transportation to export or import drugs to the U.S., which is scandal. Which is a big scandal. So I mean, yeah, that thing is also involved Chinese people, right? So yeah, people are really like paranoid. So it's normally don't in doesn't indicate that people hate like Western people, tourists. It's more like Chinese people, and people have a fear. What is the theory in Japan about what happened to Haruma Miura? It's a while ago. It's a while ago. ねえ、なんか people say that's a mental issue, right? Mental health. That's the なんか public reason why Haruma Miura passed away. But I don't know. This is definitely like conspiracy. Conspiracy. It's very silly conspiracy. I don't know. I don't think that applies to this Miura Haruma thing. But some people say that when media publish this kind of like all the sudden death or very like mysterious death about public figures, that's because the cause of death can be really weird. Like maybe they were doing some kind of drug related, or like they were into some kind of extreme fetish and that made him die. Or like things like that, like things that they can't publish out there, and they just instead of saying the truth, they are like, oh, it was all sudden, he was so mentally unstable, that kind of thing. I don't know which is true. I don't know. And I don't think particularly, Miura Haruma is into some kind of fetish. Well, that's the conspiracy theory. ね。I dated a ghost and not ghosted. Yeah, if you date a ghost, then less likely to be ghosted? I don't know, but they are still ghosts, so they might ghost you. Videos taken near Okubo Park have been trending lately. It seems a group from Nagoya is scamming men by honey trap. Honey trap scams in Japan increasing? Increasing というかincreasing. そんなことないんじゃない Honey trap is increasing. I would say honey trap is always there. Always. When you go to, that kind of Okubo, which is like Kabukicho area, if you go to that kind of places, honey trap is always there. Which I actually talked about the incident, right? Honey trap incident back in the day. I talked about the Kabukicho incident in the past video. Now I made that video like 3-4 years ago, so it's been here for a while, not just now or particularly increasing, but just watch out when you come out here, like that kind of places, right? Okubo Park or Kabukicho, Shibuya. Just be careful. The Kurdish illegal migrants must go away from Kawaguchi and Warabi. Oh wow. they are more than a nuisance in my opinion, but actually a national security for the country. Are they really illegal immigrants? I don't know. I don't have a resource that prove that they are illegal, particularly. Um, so I can't make comments. They remind me of these Pakistani Muslims who have entire cities for themselves, like Birmingham, and is like a criminal and terrorist hub. そうなの？へえ。Drugs to the US sounds like my job description. The grooming gangs are famous in the UK. The last thing I want Japan is to become anything near the UK. Become anything near the UK. The last thing I want Japan. Like how? Ako George. Can you explain why many Japanese women on dating apps only show the back of their head or pictures of food and so on, rather than the faces that has to affect their matching success rate, right? まあ、I actually talked about it in the past content on Instagram, and I also put it out there on short YouTube. But まあ、あれよ。Japanese people are more like they don't want to show their faces on public in general. And this is not just on dating apps, but Instagram or any kind of social media. They tend not to put their faces out there. That's like one thing. Like that's the general idea of Japanese people, not showing their faces. Yeah, and some people think it's too narcissistic when it comes to social media. Like if I go to like Western people, right? Instagram account of Western people, men and women, doesn't matter. There are many people out there who are like selfies, 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 right? Like all the account is about selfies, selfies, right? Compared to the Japanese people's like social media is more like food, food, food. Disney, Disney. I don't know. Like it's not their faces, so they don't really show their face on public. That's in general, right? So when it comes to dating apps, right? It's very common on Japanese apps, right? Not Tinder or Bumble, but Japanese apps. When you go Japanese apps, the ratio of their faces, like actual appearance and everything else is like 50-50. Let's say if they have 6 pictures, 3 of them are their faces or any kind of appearance, and everything else, the other 3 is like their favorite place, their favorite food, their favorite, I don't know, character or something like that. So it's common not to show their faces. It doesn't have to be all about their appearance, but they are trying to tell their inside, right? Oh, I like this food, this type of food. Let's hang out if you like this kind of food, right? I like going to this kind of places, like mountain, beach, whatever. Maybe we can go together, right? It's not all about your appearance. Yeah. But yes, there are people who only show back of their head or back of their head or mask picture or like hiding like faces and stuff like that. Yes, there are women like that, and that is usually because they are living in small town and they don't want to be noticed by like coworkers or friends, people they know. And those people usually say something like, "I'll send my picture. I'll send picture of me once we start talking on the message." とかね。That's how it goes when it comes to conquering conquering faceless women. まあね。And of course, there are some women who are like shady. But it's actually like Japanese men's secret tip here. They go for women who are like faceless, right? Back over their head or whatever. Go for those women. There might be just, they are just shy to, show their faces openly. But they are actually, more like traditional, reserved, very nice women. There is a chance like that. So be patient and send the likes to those women. And as long as they are open to get to know you and show themselves, they will send you pictures once you start talking. Yeah, the order is kind of other way around from Western people's perspective. You have to see how those women look like first, then they will get to know you. But in Japan, it's not necessary. Of course, women who show their faces on dating apps, they have more success rate. But there are those women who get too many likes, who get too much attention when they put their faces out there, so they'd rather not to show their faces because they don't want to be judged by their appearance, right? Yeah, I might be pretty, but that's not all about me. I'd rather hide my face and then show other things out there and talk to men. Only talk to men who are interested in my inside. So yeah, I would say give them a chance. Give them a chance. I mean, if you if you can match and date women who show their faces, that's good. Keep doing that way. But if you are struggling to get matches and dates in general, why don't you go for women like with back of their head? Don't be so judgmental. Don't be, you know, like because you're not looking for women who are only good looking, right? Doesn't have to be like supermodel looking. So if face is not the top priority, then why don't you try to talk to those women, right? Rather than being mad about what it is. It's just what it is in Japan, man. People are more private in Japan, so that's what you expect from Japanese women or people in general. Yeah, sorry, I was stuck. I stuck there. えーっと。 I'm playing the eyeball theme with the stream. Okay. Eyeball ne? You know eyeball. Nice. Imagine dying from a fetish one hell of a way to go. Right? I don't know if that's true, but I thought it was funny. The theory was funny. Increasing or just be reported more by the media. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. Mau memo. Do you have any food wrecks in Yokohama? My friend is visiting there next month. So it's not even you going to Yokohama and have that food. It's your friend. Okay. That's not my responsibility. Sorry. I'm happy to, give recommendation for you, but why your friend? I don't even know the person. Filthy Frank? Okay, that's a Filthy Frank. Okay, okay. You don't have to try hard right there. I can read Filthy Frank in English. カタカナね、難しいよね。I am in Discord group with native Japanese and they don't like to show a photo of themselves. Right? That's how Japanese people are. I know. It's so silly that they don't show their faces on dating apps. Like, duh. Right? I get where it comes from, but the nature of Japanese people, you can't just expect them doing so. そうね。そうね。Keep your mind open. Try to get to know those women who are hiding their faces. But, there must be some kind of sign, right? If a woman who is, who is shy and then they don't really show their appearance, they are still giving their vibes, right? By showing their back of the head, that shows how well groomed they are, right? They are at least well groomed. And they are showing what kind of things they like. They are trying to show the inner side of themselves, right? That's the sign that they are still open to meet new people, right? If the photo is just back of the head and they show nothing on their bio or description, then they are not serious, obviously. But if they are showing at least back of their head or what kind of things they like, then go for it. They might be, you might be surprised how they are actually open, right? Now, I get it. The appearance is a big weight on dating app, but ね。ね。うん。Selfies are for narcissists and are cringe. まあね、selfies are fun. Selfies sometimes, shows their personalities if they have, if that's the right setting. But normally men take horrible selfies of themselves. So I just generally don't recommend it. Japanese girls on dating apps be covering their faces like, yeah, exactly, yeah. Never judge a book by its cover. Look deeper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say so. Alex, hello. For someone that doesn't use any social media besides YouTube, uh, is it still possible to find a girlfriend being like that? Being like that? どういうこと？ I need more context. The back of the head is the sexiest part of female body. That's why I like riding on trains. Riding on trains. Did that just right over my head? But but actually I get the joke, the first half. なんだよね. It's kind of like it's actually funny. They think they are being private by showing back of their head, but it's actually what you would see once you start dating, right? Back of their head, right? あの So they think they are being private, but it's actually not so private anymore. Yeah. Dave's Pixel. Hello. Alex Colon かな. So it's hard to find women in Japan. Why? Why did you conclude that way? The internet nowadays is kind of full of scammers. Yeah, I guess so. Leo style. For sure, Frank. That's why I'm not on those apps anymore. Too much fake people and internet coaches. Oh, fake people. はいはいはいはい。なるほどなるほど。なんか、business, they lead to their business. 確かにね。まあでも、when it comes to, まあ、I'm saying this thousand times. People in Japan still you taking this internet dating, 違う、taking this online dating pretty seriously. There are so many dating apps in Japan, not just the traditional. I mean, if you think about it, any Japanese apps, right? Japanese dating apps, they are not like Western dating apps like Tinder or Bumble, where your appearance is the most, the heaviest weight. They are heavily on their appearance, right? You see the picture and then you swipe. That's how it goes. So the weight of your appearance is so heavy. But compared to that, if you go to Japanese apps, it's not just about that. People still upload pictures of themselves, but also things they like, food, places, things like that, to show their inside. There are so many features on Japanese dating apps to know what they like, what they value, not just appearance, right? And there are so many other like newcomer apps, like connecting disabled people who have a disability, focusing on people with disabilities, connecting each other. Or there is an app specifically for movie lovers, and they can connect, by movies they like, things like that. There are also like new app called Bachelor Date, Bachelor Date. It's completely blind date app, blind dating app. They don't know how they look like, but other things about themselves. So yeah, it's really not heavily focused on appearance. That when you focus too much on appearance, those shady things happen, right? But Japanese apps are more serious about it, like to connect people in deeper level. So when it comes to dating in Japan or dating Japanese women, utilizing online tools is pretty much must. Or that maximize your chances in dating. I can't stress enough about it. Sure, someday this online dating trend will be over, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Do you recommend sticking to one girl at the time in the first 3 dates phase? Nope. Not at this point. J Rainer かな J Rainer. Thank you for the super chat. Amazing. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I also have many fun gachapon stickers for people who gave me multiple super chats. Appreciate your support. I love to dance. Bollywood, salsa, samba, top culture dance. Where will I find this in Japan? Anywhere. There are Bollywood communities. There are salsa dancing communities. For sure, tap as well. You just have to look for it. I'm sure they have some kind of like website or like places to go. Anywhere. Joseph, this woman has an Osaka dialect and she turns me on every time she speaks to me in Japanese. She's shy though. Okay. I'm terrible at selfies. Yeah. I think dating in Japan is as difficult as dating anywhere. It's just hard to meet people when we work so hard. まあね、そうだね。Yeah. It's not straightforward, for sure. That's why I'm here to help, Bobo Maximus. Thanks for the super chat. Sorry. I asked my friend in Tokyo if she had ever climbed Mount Fuji. She said no, but that she wanted to rent a hotel room with a view of Mount Fuji someday. She knows I'm coming to Japan someday. Was she trying to drop a hint? Can't say it for sure. Yeah, at this point, as you mentioned her as a friend, it's kind of risky to think that way, to be honest. Of course, she likes you enough to keep in touch, right? I guess you guys are long distance friend. So yeah, I wouldn't just assume that way, but take a step. I don't know how far you've came, but ask her out for a phone call or video chat. If she says yes, then and keeping なんだろうなんだろう you guys keep in touch through phone calls or video chat, then that's a very good sign. More likely she's implying something, and try to get to meet her first, right? More like casual setting, not like this wholesome view of Mount Fuji, but anywhere in Japan or in the US. Get together. And then you start talking about, hey, you were talking about this hotel, right? Maybe we can stay there together. And then you will have answer, right? So take steps before you do this guessing game. Make assumption. Thank you, Bobo. Good luck with that. Most Americans are heavy on their appearance. Yeah, that's what I kinda... Or I think it's mixture of men, kana. Men are very heavy on women's appearance, right? Men lose their shit once they find good-looking women, even though they don't have a chance, even though those women are somehow like evil, like they're just looking for a man ATM, gold diggers, but they don't care because she's so attractive, she looks so beautiful, pretty, sexy. They lose their shit. I've seen those men, so I get it. It's more like instinct. Revolutionary speaking, men take appearance very seriously. They are very weak for women's appearance, but you gotta calm down and focus more on other things still, As a Brazilian myself, I care about the person, not just visuals. Cool. Do you think someone with a teddy bear figure that doesn't speak Japanese but is smart, kind and lives a frugal life can date in Japan? Frugal って何? Frugal life. What's that? I don't know. I think it's more about the... Okay. Teddy bear looking, it's not necessarily bad. Not necessarily bad. Some people think it's cute. So, okay. Doesn't speak Japanese. Not so good. When it comes to trying to find like a meaningful relationship. If you're talking about just sleeping around, then probably not a big deal not speaking Japanese. But more deep under that, that's crucial. Smart kind. Who doesn't like that? Frugal life, I don't know. But overall, it's more about the なんだろうな attitude かな attitude、うん、Are you willing to learn Japanese culture? Are you willing to respect where she comes from? Do you come to Japan? There are so many things that are missing right now, so I can't say if I think you are talking about yourself, right? I don't know if you have so much chance or not. Sounds like they are looking for connection and not wasting time with just showing if hot or not. That or they ninja. The dating apps safe in Japan because here they are very dangerous. To Japanese dating apps, so I wouldn't say it's 100% safe, right? But you still have to, turn in your ID and stuff like that. So, relatively speaking, safer than Western apps. Yeah. Adachi, welcome back. I have autism and I'm planning on getting a date in the near future once I get everything situated, and I'll take your advice. Cool, yeah. Adjust the mic, please. What does that mean? Too loud, I guess? Too loud? Too low? Is there a...これね、my PC is making noise. Maybe this mic is catching that? How can I avoid? This PC is loud for some reason. Sorry about that. Very shwing. Audio weird. It looks fine, but how bad? Is that some kind of noise going on? Oh, okay. The mic was switched for some reason. Sorry, Oh. Still not the proper one. I don't know, for some reason the mic is not working. あれ Why? I mean, you can hear me right now, right? But I don't know if the quality is good. Sorry about that. It's fixed? Solved? Okay, cool. Yeah, for some, I didn't do anything, but it switched. I did a mic test before I do the stream. So it was connected to this, for sure. but for some reason it switched to like the in mic, PC mic, not the attached one. Meh. I was talking about really important things about dating, and then the audio was super bad whole time. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Bob, thanks for the second super chat. She said this after our first Zoom call. Okay, okay, you've been doing Zoom call. That's more, sounds more like, okay, more chance that she's kind of like, hey, maybe we can go there someday. But yeah. Hmm. That that's a PC running hard with streaming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vacuum cleaner. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a PC. And for some reason the mic was switched to the in PC mic. That's why the noise was more significant. Potato PC. Yeah. あ、そうだ。ボブね。I need the これかな。将棋 sticker to Bob. Bobo. Thank you. Good luck with the date. Yeah, sorry about the noise. Angelite, I have gotten to the point in my life that I don't care if she's hottest woman alive. I will protect my peace if that beauty is skin deep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Seems like for some men, it takes so much time to realize that. Yeah, you might wanna buy a laptop stand with cooling fan. Yeah, I have it. I used to use it. But then that start to make a weird noise because they take like a dust. they took some like a dust was stuck in the fan and then started to make noise. And for some reason there was, you know, almost no way to clean the fan inside. So I became like, I guess there is some kind of tool to take the dust out, but I felt like めんどくせえ, pain in the ass. So yeah, it's just sitting there. I might need a more like easy maintenance cooling fan or like stand at least. Yeah, I agree. If I come to Japan, I want to be a mother. I hope I can be foster mother or adopt. Let's see. Oh, そうか、you are female. Sorry. I automatically assume it's men because more than 90% of my viewers are men. So sorry about that. Speaking of female viewer, I met a female viewer the other day. which is like very rare, right? So me and Justin went to Tachikawa the other day to go to this event. Um, there was there is a really nice, really good Cubano place, Cubano sandwich. They're actually a food truck. Yeah, Cuban guy, Cuban guy, Caribbean guy, black guy own the food truck, and they usually in Yamanashi, very far from here. But on that day, they came to Tachikawa, which is in Tokyo, and at the beer place, it was like pop up at the beer restaurant, beer bar, and the beer bar happened to be Justin's favorite place when he was single. When he was single and then he was, out there drinking, he used to go there a lot. So he was like, we should go. And he's Florida man, right? Florida. Cubano is, specialty there. So we had to go there, right? So we went there, was having, Cubano and nice craft beer there. And then there was, there's a really open space, so you can chat with other people. It's a very friendly place, a foreigner-owned beer bar, so it's more like international. And there was this Filipina girl, right? Where we were chatting, and then at some point we were talking about like I'm actually a YouTuber, みたいな. We started talking about it. And then she was like, "Oh, really? What's your channel name? I would subscribe to it." So, that's so nice. Asagi's life. You can search Asagi or something, then that will show up. And then she searched on YouTube, and then she was like, "Oh, I actually subscribed to you already." Oh my god, you are one of the very few female subscriber of mine. Yeah. But she was mainly watching my channel before she comes to Japan. So I guess she forgot about that she actually subscribed to me, or me in general. She forgot about it. But yeah, it was interesting. And actually, there was also a guy. He was Canadian, and he was like, we were chatting, and then at the end, he goes like, "Yeah, I actually know you. You guys, me and Justin. I I know you are a YouTuber, and then I was watching your channel when I was in Canada. You are the big inspiration, and now I got married to a Japanese woman and living in Japan, so I really appreciate it." So I was like, "Oh my gosh." Right? Yeah, it was mesmerizing. I could be someone's inspiration. And I'm sure, he was a really good looking guy, right? Really nice Canadian guy. So he wouldn't have, he wouldn't need my advice or help or anything. But, he was watching my YouTube, and maybe some of watched some of dating advice with my POV too. And then, that helped his Japan life, right? So that was great. I felt really great. This happens. This doesn't happen, okay? I don't really happen to meet my viewers, but for some reason on that day I met two of my viewers there at the beer bar in Tachikawa, which was Interesting. Well, nobody really recognizes me even when they come to Japan and see me, right? Or they just don't talk to me in general. So yeah, that was a very lucky day. そうね。And I'm not big person. I'm not famous. So that makes it even more precious that they noticed me and we had a chance to talk. So, yeah. I lived in Japan when I was younger, but I heard many things have changed. まあね、for sure, for sure. BBA present. Hey, I'm on Hello Talk learning Japanese and I encountered the profile of a girl I'm interested in. Should I chat in Japanese or English? Japanese or English? Hello Talk ね。How do they initiate? I guess they go with both because it's language exchange. Both and then start from there. Maybe she will answer in English or Japanese and you will follow. I have a question. Is there an agency that regulates all the matchmaking agencies of Japan? Is there an agency that regulates the matchmaking agencies of Japan? Yes, we have なんだっけなんだっけなジャパンブライダルアソシエーションかな違うな J なんだっけ Oh, I forgot. But there is an association, big association for matchmaking. And so many matchmakers in Japan join the association and they have a very strict rules. They have very strict rules. Right? For example, you cannot stay over someone's place. Someone というか If you meet someone through matchmaking, you can't stay over, you can't have sex until you guys engage. Yes. Because to avoid like miscommunications, confusions, but yeah, basically you can't have sex until you get engaged with the person if it's within the matchmaking circle. If you do, you're gonna be blacklisted and cannot be introduced to anyone in the future within that association. So you don't want to do it, right? But you also have to sign up っていうか when you sign up the agencies, we will have to prove that you are not married to anyone, your income, your visa status and everything to the agency, so there will be no scam. So it's very strict, I think, in a good way. So yeah, it's legit. Sounds better now. Fixed. ね、ほんとね。Damn! Damn! Where do you report complex financial matrimonial fraud given a company in Japan specializing in matrimony misused your bank account information? Report? ちょっとわかんない. I haven't faced that issue, so. I went with an ultra considerate agency in Japan and they did some stuff I was not pleased about. Is there a government agency to make a complaint? I don't know. Sorry. I read Japanese dating apps are safer because people have to verify their identification. Switch, that's very good. うん、そうだよ。That's true. メタロッキーミュージック。Welcome. ボボ。ね、こちらこそ。It's okay about 横浜。But could you explain 空気を読む or 空気を読む I think I missed dating someone because I didn't read the room. 空気読むで read the room だね read the room、うん、explain what can I explain? It's literally like read the social cue I guess うんまあね It's hard to explain because it's really very なんだろう It's really Oh okay I can one thing I can tell is that if she or he doesn't commit, then that's tatemae. That's they're saying no. Would you come to my party this weekend? That sounds nice. Then you know, that's tatemae, right? Yeah. I'm busy. yeah. If they don't come to the party, then yeah, they're not into you. Yeah. My wife is pretty hot. Good to know. Danny, this was a company running a promotion for ultra wealthy individuals. Okay. Sorry, I can't help this. This one. ね。Average Joe. Average Joe. Thank you for the super chat. Laptop cooling contribution fund. Thank you. UNICEF. Thank you so much. Yeah. ね。Thank you. For those who are catching up of this stream, I also have PayPal and Patreon to support this channel for this kind of equipment fund. Was she single? Filipina. Why? Oh. Somehow one of the individuals misused my personal information. I know that America has different agency requirements, but what about Japan? Are you talking about like matchmaking? Matchmaking fraud or something like that? Okay. I wanted to ask this because I'm having an issue with an agency. Some situations have me concerned. Okay. I totally missed that. This is so are with some kind of matchmaker, and then the matchmaker misused your information, and then that caused a damage, like some financial loss. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay, okay. まあね、it sounds very complicated ね。Company running. One of these individuals misused my personal information. I know that America has different agency requirements, but what about Japan? If the matchmaking agency is is if they are joined IBJ だ IBJ is Japanese Matchmaking Association. They like kinda they have all the regulation and stuff to まあそうだね。まああとは maybe まあね if they are with IBJ you can contact to IBJ, but if not Japanese like 消費者センターかな、消費者センター、カスタマーコンシューマーセンターみたいな。There is a section in the government you can maybe talk to. But again, I'm really not sure. Diversity Love. I subscribed. I worked on computer remote and enjoy live streams, especially if I can learn something. Oh, hey, welcome. Hope you enjoy the live stream. I had an international business bank account and someone in the bank or at this company did some shady shit. ね。なんか yeah, it smells something. It sounds shady. You should hang out at those spots sometimes. I think I seen that Cuban place on Instagram featured somewhere. I think many foreigners would find your channel interesting. かなうんうんうん。run だね、run なんかね、sounds like ね、are they even Japanese? The matchmaker? ね、なんか it sounds like I don't know. I've never seen like matchmakers scamming like that. I don't think that's well-known agency. For those wondering, a cubano is ham, Swiss cheese, mojo, roasted pork, pickles, and mustard on Cuban bread, originated from Florida. So. Yeah. It was really good. That was my first time. Not first time. I think so. It's really hard to get Cubano in Japan. You can't find it. You can't find anywhere but this food truck, right? And Justin said it was legit. Legit. There are actually other few businesses that says they serve Cubanos, but it's actually not legit. なんか bread is different. They mix, it's like Japanese style Cubano, which is not Cubano, right? So, yeah, if you find the black guy owned Cubano food truck, then go for it. Yeah. Is matchmaking a traditional formal way to marriage? How it is different from dating app? そうね、なんか、recently matchmaking is more like people who commit, right? Well, maybe traditional, and the service. So, like, if you go to matchmaking agency, so you will, sign up. You will sign up, and you have to, show your ID, the proof of single, the proof of your income, all the information. And maybe talk about your preference or criteria kind of things. And then they will allow you to join their like matchmaking app, which is like only for those who join the matchmaking agency. You can look through profiles and send likes. If you match, you can meet this woman. Also, in a matchmaking agency, meaning she is 100% single and her information is legit, right? So it's a very safe place to explore or meet potential partners. The downside is that no intimacy allowed. No sex. You can kiss, you can hug and stuff like that, but no sex, no stayover. Downside one, downside two, of course, expensive than much dating apps or, of course, it's expensive. But maybe good cost performance. But also, most of the people there might be like not so attractive, right? Because they come to matchmaking agencies because they can't find someone in real life to by themselves for some reason. So they might be awkward communicator, not so like specifically hot or attractive. But at least they are serious about marriage, right? And so there's, of course, downside, good side, but overall, I think it's worth it if you are seriously looking for someone to spend your life with. So, yeah. It's a shady shit. Ezio. Can I find a Christian or Catholic in the agency? Sounds a good place to sing up when I got to Japan. Good luck. If you want to find Christian Japanese people, then go to church. Go to church. They gonna be your matchmaker. ね、you don't expect Christianity in Japan. The percentage of Christian people are like 0. Less than 0.1. There aren't so many Christian people in Japan. So if you want to find a Christian partner, stay in your country first and most. But if it has to be Japanese, than go to Japanese church. Yes, there are many old people there, but those old people have their children and grandchildren. So they might hook you up with one of those, and maybe they are Christian too. But that's pretty much the only way if you are looking for Christian girlfriend, Japanese girlfriend, right? Uh, if that's your criteria, then good luck. Good luck. I would say just stay in your country. There will be more chance. Leo style. I'm 18-year-old guy who never dated. Would recommend me to stay single and focus on myself, or at least try to date. At least try to date. That doesn't harm. I think 18 to 20 is a very nice time to explore, right? You don't have to be rich, or you don't have to be you don't even have to have a job at that point, and then you can still meet women, girls in your age, right? The older you get, it's more required to be, financially stable, or like put your shit together and everything. But when you are young, like 18 to around 20, you don't need that, right? You just go out there, be friendly, make friends, and then that lead to a date or two normally. Especially when you are in school とかね. So I would say go for it. While you also try to, establish your own career or life in general. Yeah, just go meet women in general. With the low birth rate in Japan, I'm somewhat surprised more Japanese viewers don't watch the channel. I don't understand. These questions go beyond normal. Also, how do I get Japan law enforcement to look into this agency? Maybe you are talking to wrong person. I honestly don't know. Like, is the company really Japanese? First and most? Oh. Maybe your bank can solve at least to stop them? Stop charging them or something like that? What's this about a BJ? なんだっけ、ブライダル IBJ は what was it stand for? I actually forgot. Oh, sure. I made it late. Being busy months on Saturday nights here. Okay, well, welcome back. Welcome back. My matchmaker ran my credit too. Run my credit. What does that mean? Credit? Japanese Cubano sandwich. Japano, right? Yeah, yeah. Actually, my Cuban guy owned owns that place, so I think it's a legit Cubano. But yeah, 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 it was really good, really good. Portomorant, welcome back. I've seen Japanese Catholic girls. They are cute AF. Where did you find them? Where did you find them? That's what we want to know. Hmm. I learned about Shintoism and the respect of nature and ancestors. I think this is good. I also learned about Buddhism and Zen Buddhism, but not sure of difference in Japan. Yeah, okay. Teach me. I don't know much about it either. At 18, save money, buy house, no loans, and marry your best friend. まあね、it's a difficult time. I'm choosing to meet new people, but not getting into a relationship right now. I'm just choosing peace of mind. まあね、if you are 18, that's a choice. Yeah, yeah. But, generally practicing, making friends and relationships or dates doesn't harm in your future, right? Because you can't just, at, at your 30s, right? Okay, I'm finally financially stable. I have my life now, finally, at the age of 30. Then go get the girl. It's gonna be a really hard work because you have no experience, no practices in the past, right? So don't start dating at the age of 30 or 35. It's still possible. You just need so much more practice than those who have dated long ago, right? So please start practicing at least, right? So yeah, I'm glad you're choosing to meet new people. Yeah. I would only go back to 18 if I have the wisdom that I have now. Right? Right. Same. You just forgot one thing. I'm Brazilian. My country is not the best. We can barely survive here. Ah, Brazilian ね。Brazil. More recently, I have a customer who managed to move to Japan. Brazilian customer. Oh no. He said he doesn't like, life in Brazil. So, and he has Japanese decent ancestor. So, yeah, it makes sense to him. I'm happy that he made it to Japan. I miss my grandmother. If we were at dinner, she would try to set me up with the waitress at the hospital. She tried to set me up. Oh, ne, good old days. I found them at church in Yokohama. Okay, okay, guys, Christian guys, go to Yokohama and then go to church. そうね。So if you simply want to meet Christian girls in Japan, then go to church, right? still doesn't, you know, I don't know. I don't know if they are open to marry to foreigner, but there's another issue to find out. Well, yeah. Also free coffee and donut. Oh, Timothy J. Mason. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, I have a date with Japanese woman named Aoi. We met on an app and only spoken over text. Can you confirm how to pronounce her name? Aoi でしょ。Aoi. Most likely, yeah. Aoi. Aoi ちゃん。Cool. Good luck with it. Good luck. So, if you meet an app, it's kind of hard to know the pronunciation. Timothy, thank you. And Metal Rocky Music. セドリックだよね。セドリックね。セドリックね。Thank you. YouTube decided to use our channel names now apparently. Just an update. My girlfriend is staying with me for a month in August. I can't believe it will be a year on August. So, nice, nice. Were you Christian too? If I'm not mistaken. 違うかな? But yeah, thank you, Cedric. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, David! David! Love the Hanabi sticker. Yeah, Hanabi season is almost there in Japan, so appreciate it. David. もうあれだね。スティッカーかな？寿司スティッカーかな？ Oh, actually, I think I haven't. I don't think I've used this one. よいしょ for a while. The Showa style Japanese meal. You got the shochu, you got the fish and chopstick, the Showa style table for you, David. Thank you. Do you see the chat outreach? Yeah, appreciate it. I'm not Christian, couldn't be further from. Oh, そっかそっか. Okay. I think I misunderstood with someone else. J-Man Game Studio. So basically, the primary reason behind the struggle in Japanese dating is financial stability, right? Financial stability, just lack of social skills. Japanese people lack social skills in general. かな? And 推し活推し活 simping fangirling activity. I think 推し活 is really killing this thing, Well, I think there are so many reasons behind it. まあね financial stability is one thing. I think for those who are willing to date and get married to a woman or get married, it's their biggest issue is the financial stability, right? Hey, I want to find someone to get through this, or to I want to have partner, and then they will face financial stability, right? That's one thing. But the dating stage or people in general, they are so much into so much into outside reality, right? Those fangirling thing, the simping thing. They go to idols and you know animes and um yeah idols animes host clubs. Those people are really trying to escape from the reality and go for those activity, right? Simping activity. And they are very young. They are supposed to create a real human relationship, real dates, real partners. But they just go for easy dopamine, right? And they are generally scrolling the internet, social media, and they see not the real side of people in general, right? If you go for Instagram, people are like putting up like super realistic, unrealistic relationships, like super rich family couple, traveling everywhere in the world, um, or like too perfect. But they're probably not real, you know? They are putting like a best side of their lives on social media. But people who watch that content, they will be like, hey, if I get married to someone, it has to be like this. I can't lower the standard. とかね。On the other side, on the other hand, if you go to X, Japanese X, right? Uh, you know, while Instagram people are putting this like such a gorgeous, like affluent lifestyles, people on the X, they just talk shit about their partners, how like frustrating and stressful their kids life as a parent, you know. They talk shit about it. And that's where X is at, you know. They let negativity out on the X. And people put only positive side, exclusively positive side on Instagram. And people who watch that automatically just think that, oh, marriage has to be this perfect and kids and relationship supposed to be this so shitty. Everyone cheat on you. Everyone, kids are just stress, no rewarding. Like they have this super paradox mindset by watching Instagram or X, right? And then just they are not capable of real relationships where you know you just meet. He or she might be basic, but that's normal. She might not look like an Instagram model. He might not be six pack. Like, and if you start living together, you gotta wash dishes, you gotta do laundries, you gotta like all the things. The boring side will show up, and then people just cannot capable of it because marriage has to be this perfect couple who are traveling around the world, who have this big gorgeous house, right? なんかね、so many distraction, right? In general. うん。 Hanabi is my favorite Japanese band. Oh, Hanabi ね. I still haven't seen them. Gotta check them out. Crunch. Welcome back. Catching up from 155 back. Have fun. Yeah. Thanks for the positivity. We need that. We need that. Thank you, Crunch. Ban idol groups. そうね。なんかね、I have a really mixed feeling about this idol culture. Yeah. I think it's very toxic. But many people support that. So I also have lack social skills too. Cool. 頑張ろう。頑張ろう。Frank, thanks for the super chat. セカンドワンだね。よいしょか。あれかな Bowing dog. Bowing dog for Frank. Thank you, thank you. Social skills are in decline in all developed countries. I guess so. I guess so. But I think in general, like, even though, yes, there's nowadays social media, like all the things are online and then people are losing social skills. But I think in the US, especially in the US, you are expected to be more extroverted. You are expected to chat in public, right, with strangers. Compared to Japan, だよ. Compared to Japan. But in Japan, you don't have to, right? It's not common to talk to strangers or say hi to the cashier. Not at all. So, yeah. Japanese people's social skills are worse. They might be polite at least, but to make more meaningful connections, to make deeper friendships and relationships, they tend to be suck at it, you know. It wouldn't be an Asagi stream without mentioning baby metal, right? Baby metal. ね、ベビーメタちゃんね。I think I really, recently even more appreciate what they do. Baby metal. Yeah. They are cool. I'm simple. If the girl plays too many games, I'm out. Like, taking so long to text. I just say that I'm done. Well, yeah, if you have that kind of standard, that's good. 日本のご飯がめっちゃ恋しい。イギリスのご飯ね。そうね、イギリスね。Gossiping, complaining, and appearance manipulation were always a thing. We just have internet now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm wrapping up now. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. But yeah, sorry about the mic. It's shitty. It's shitty. I don't know why it happened even. I've just re-downloaded Streamlabs because we had a connection issue last time. But yeah. Anyways, but okay. Next weekend I will be on live on Saturday, most likely, because I have a sword dancing class on Sunday this time. So I will be live on Saturday. So make sure to adjust your time if possible. Yeah, I also have an recital on August. I will make the first appearance on the sword dancing recital in public. It will be in Shibuya. So if you are up to it, I will announce, and I can sell a ticket or two if you are interested in. But yeah, I will announce the information probably on Instagram first. Make sure to check out. But yeah, so I will be a little more busy until the recital, and the live stream time might change, but I'll keep you updated. So yeah, thanks for the fun chat. I always appreciate you. I really appreciate all the support, you guys. And I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye.